Hello everybody, it's been quite a long time I think, but I finally have a project finished to share with you, and these are two journals that I've made, and I was inspired. Well, I'll just show you them, and when I show you the actual journal I'll tell you who I was inspired by. So I've made little bags for these journals, and I made the bags after the journals so that they were plenty big enough, because I've made bags for journals before or pouches, and they don't always fit. So I made mine afterwards. They have a little like box bottom, so it can basically stand. So I did that, and this fabric here is recycled fabric. It's a vintage tablecloth or old tablecloth. I don't know how old it is, but it's really beautiful fabric, so I've used that. Now, one of the journals is called Belle Jardin and the other Mon Petit Fleur. Belle Jardin means beautiful garden. I actually looked it up so I knew what it meant. Beautiful garden. And this one means my little flower. Now, these are floral journals, so they work out beautiful. And these are stamps from Sampool. So, and I've used sample stamps throughout the journal along with her snippets as well. Okay, I'll just put one to the side and we'll start with this one. So there's the bag. I've made a flower for the front, and I've used offcuts from things that I've used in the journal. You can see that's the top of a lace there, just for a tassel. I put the little tag on there so I know which journal is which. I have stitched a part of an old doily on the front of it there, and I've used Velcro dots to hold it together, but what I've done is I've stitched those on with the machine just so that they don't pop off, because I noticed sometimes those sorts of things, if you're just using the glue, they might pop off. So I've stitched across both parts, so they're going to hold quite nicely. So let's take out the journal. And some of you may notice right away who I was inspired to make these by. And it was by Cottage Dreams on YouTube. And the lady's name is Shelley. About a month ago, before I got sick, she put out a video, and I fell in love with her. The cover of her journal, I absolutely loved it. And it was more in a blue tinge, and I wish I had blue to do it with, but I want to use the stuff I've got. So what I did was, a couple of years ago, I found these Eco Tab dividers at the thrift shop, and that's what they look like. And what I've done, like they look old, and they're slightly brown on the edges, but I don't think they are that old. On that side, it's like a khaki colour. All I did was cut the little tab off, fold it in half, and I do think I had to trim it. Yes, I had to take about 1.5 inches off the bottom. Now my sizing I took from this lovely gardener's diary that I found a while ago. I made a template. It's slightly shorter, and I've used that as my guide, and I'm going to keep that because I really like the size of this. I loved doing this longer journal. So on the front, I've used the same fabric as I've made the bags from. I've also used some pink, it's like a chiffon fabric, and some sari silk as well. I've glued on some flowers and a mother of pearl button. I have a little bit of trim here and a tiny little bit of lace. That's from Crafty Me Shop. The majority of the laces are from Crafty Me Shop. I have a bit of a die cut there, which is also a sample die. And all this is the stamps. Like, I've only got one out at the moment. But like, see, you've got your grids and things like that, and your name down the bottom here. This part here is from the other stamp set, because I have that. So I just played around and made my own old looking cover in a similar style to what Shelley had done with hers, but I think hers was a pre-purchased printable. What else do I need to say? Okay, let's just go inside. So when you're tying bows and things like that with sari silk, you do need to be very careful when you're undoing them and when you're doing them up, because sari silk can actually snap very easily. So bear that in mind. Okay, here we go. It is a one signature. I will put below how many pages, because off the top of my head I have forgotten how many pages are in here. Get in frame. So I did some collage work on the inside cover. So the cover is made from the file, the divider. Then I put a thick canvas in the center, so it was strong to hold the binding. And then I've made a collage that is an Edith Holden page. And then this is just a page out of a book that I have fussy cut out, and then some very old music paper down the bottom. And when we get to the back, you can see the back. I did not put a pocket in the front there. I thought I would try something a bit different. I usually always put a pocket, and I thought, no, let's try it without a pocket. Plus, I didn't want it getting too thick. So there is that lovely doily die again. And you'll see the little snippets throughout. Now, I have used the lovely printable collection from the Paper Cameo, and that collection is called, I think it's Floral Affair. There's an ephemera kit and also a page kit as well. I'll put a link to that in the description box below. So this is one of the tags, and I have printed it out at a smaller size. There's a little bit of Stamperia paper behind there. It was a scrap that I had. I have an envelope, and that's just so you can put your little notes or things like that in. And that I got that from my mystery box. That's right, I did use a few things from my mystery box. That's just a journal spot that I have printed out and decorated. More lovely flower trims. I love these kinds of trims here. I think this one was actually from Crafty Me Shop. It may have been a little bit left over. I know I did get some trims like this from Crafty Me Shop, so it could have been. I know definitely this purple one was my, see, what's that? Was that? Yes, that was from Crafty Me Shop. Okay, so here on the top I've made little film slide. I made that on my Cricut machine, and then I've used, I'll show you, I've got a template around here somewhere that I made to make sure it was what I wanted first, if I can find it, because everything's everywhere. Oh my goodness. No, I don't think I can. What was here? Oh, there it is. Sorry. Okay. Let's cover all that mess up, shall we? Okay, so this is how I made it. I made it so it was like that. And then I can insert what I want in there and then glue it down. And I have the little holes if I want to thread anything through there as well. So that's what I did. And I inserted one of the lovely flower stickers, and that was also from my mystery box. Another piece from the Floral Affair collection from the Paper Cameo. this little envelope here I found in a box. I made it ages and ages and ages ago, so I don't even know what the paper is anymore. It's that long ago. But I put a tulle bow on the front and I made a little journal card using more of this, the file divider card, and just put some paper on the back there. Oh, and a book page fussy cut flower. Let's just get that back in there like that. Some lovely vintage lace on the side there. And then I have a lovely fabric pocket down here with more trim from Crafty Me Shop. I've got little threads everywhere because I was working with fabrics and things, and they tend to fray sometimes. Then I've made a little tuck spot inside. I put some washi tape down and folded it over the back. Then I've stitched the ends, and I've just made a little file card like that, and you can write on the back of that. I didn't think there was a need to put more paper on the back, and I've also used that lovely stamp that I got from the mystery box, and also a sticker stamp as well. So I have been using that, which has been nice. Okay, more flowers from Crafty Me Shop up here. A little bit of lovely old vintage tea towel with a little flower, and on the other side a mother of pearl button. On this page I have some decoupage napkin, and there I like that, and a little doily. I have a sample piece of fabric stuck to this one here, and then I have more lovely trim from Crafty Me Shop, and just a couple of little writing spots here. That's just one I made myself, so you can write on that, and a journal card there. And they tuck in there. Another fussy cut flower on this music tab paper, I think that's what it is. Some beautiful floral ribbon. I found that at Spotlight, and I fell in love with it. It's just so pretty. Just a page of interest. A little tab here, and this is using some, what is that called? It's called frizz, cotton frizz, I think it is. That is from Paper Inspirations. I bought a couple of samples of different trims that they've got there to see if I liked them. Another flower here from Crafty Me Shop, and then we have a journal tag there. Beautiful, beautiful ribbon from Crafty Me Shop again, and you can write on the back of that. Another one of those little pockets that I'd made, and I don't know where they come from. Beautiful vintage millinery flower on the front there, and just using the stamps. A little journal spot I've made there. And this image is actually from another collection by the Paper Cameo. And this is their new one. It's the Cottage collection. I absolutely love it. That will probably be the next one that I use. I'm really enjoying using the colours. It's just beautiful, isn't it? So that goes in there, and it tucks into this lovely ribbon, which is also from Crafty Me Shop. Another one of the images from the Paper Cameo. Bit of stamping, some beautiful lace from Crafty Me Shop, just another little envelope. This is beautiful. I love these envelopes. I have lined it inside with some tissue paper, and it's just so, so pretty. And that just slips over there like that, and just a little, one of those Tim Holtz mini paper clips, a bit of stamping on here, and a bit of fabric. That's that page there. More trim, a bit of glassine. And that's from the photo album glassine. Some more snippets. This lovely thing here is actually when I got a box of goodies from Crafty Me Shop. There was this lovely piece of, I don't even know what it is. It reminds me of interfacing or tea bag fabric, and it had these doily images on it. And so I cut them out and I use them in my journals. I made a skinny tag here with a lovely fabric piece and another bit of trim from Crafty Me Shop. You can just write on the back if you want to, but it just looks nice. This lovely, I love this. This is from Crafty Me Shop also. It's just so pretty. And I can't quite remember if it's elasticated or not. Anyway, it's beautiful. A lovely long doily in the centre there. And this doily I actually got from VAR many years ago. And I thought I came across it because I was rummaging around. And it was an oval. And I thought, oh, that's perfect for this long journal. So there we go. I've tied that in a bow. That bow comes undone. I've left it up to the person who gets this, whether they cut the tails off, add beads to them, to do whatever they want. They can add like little hearts or something like that if they want, or flowers. More trim from Crafty Me Shop there, and there's the other side of that doily. Another little tab at the top, and that's a little bit of Crafty Me Shop trim as well. Sorry, I was out of shot there. Goodness, I hope I haven't been. That's the other side of it there. And in here, this is a little slotted tuck spot I've made on the Cricut machine. Another little envelope from the Floral collection. And this, it's not actually an envelope, it's just one of those lovely fold outs like that. Trying to think whose idea though. It could have been Laurie Girl on the Ridge, if I recall correctly. That was a long time ago. Just a little journal spot there as well, with a seal on the front of it and some cheesecloth. And down here I've once again used the long skinny stamp from my mystery box, as well as a stamp. Other side of the glassine. This beautiful embroidered piece comes from Gail, father of 4. Thank you, Gail. And we have a little tuck spot there with a stamped image on it, and just another piece from that collection to journal on. Another skinny tag down there. And this is the top edge of, it's a Crafty Me Shop lace. I may not have any left now. I may not. I don't think so. But you know the top edge, when you're cutting things out, the top edge of the lace, that's what that is. Okay, here is another slide, and I've made that into a tuck spot with another flower on it. Now this is just a fine piece of pink writing paper. And the reason I've got that there is to showcase the flower, but of course you can write on it. Then we have another fussy cut flower on book paper, and you can write on the back of that as well. And that slots in behind there. So there's lots and lots of places to write in the journal. I like to make my journals where people can actually write in them. That's the way I use journals, so that's the way I like to make them. Another piece from the collection, and this is just a pocket with a lovely little bit of collage at the top. And that's on an index card. Once again, that lovely ribbon from Crafty Me Shop. More pieces from Crafty Me Shop. Another lovely image. It's from a garden book, an older style garden book. Fussy cut flower there. This is not a Crafty Me Shop lace. This is a lace my son bought me a few years ago, and I trimmed the edge off that, and that is the edge that is on the front of the bag. And then a little bit of trim, and I think that trim came from Ivy. Another little tuck spot here. I've made a little fabric sample and made it as a tuck spot. Used one of the stamps from Samples collection. This beautiful paper is wrapping paper that my recent purchases came in. I just loved it. So I made, you know, like a cutlery type envelope, and then I've decoupaged a napkin on an index card and put that in there, and you can write on that or use it as a bookmark. Depends what you want to do. Oh, and just a bit of sari silk stapled to the top there. More beautiful ribbon from Crafty Me Shop. These are the tags from the Floral collection, and I just didn't cut them apart, and I glued tea-stained paper to the back so you could write. But then I had these images of a lady from a long time ago when I was making the lace paper dolls, and so I cut them out and put them there, and I left a little there's a little journal tag in there as well, so that slides in there for you, and that goes in there. The other side of the doily here, and the decoupage little threads. Decoupage. Now that's one of those clips from Tim Holtz. They annoy me a little bit because they leave dirty marks, but it's a vintage style journal anyway, so it doesn't worry me too much. Tag from the collection, a score pad paper to journal on. The other side of the fabric pocket, more trim from Crafty Me Shop down the side. And then I've got here a little miniature slim journal as well, sort of along the same lines as the front cover, but not exactly the same. Lace under here is from Crafty Me Shop. It's just a very pale pink, a couple of mother of pearl buttons and some sari silk. That die cut from sample, and also the stamps. Now this is a plain journal. There's nothing in it. It's just for writing in. You can welcome to decorate it however you please. And that just slides in there. Now I would recommend when you write on the back of this page, just take that out and you would get a much easier surface, because that puffs it up a little bit. Okay. The other side of that, another piece, beautiful piece here from Crafty Me Shop. And here we have another one of those slotted tuck spots with the stamp and the inked stamp as well. I've got a couple of tickets in there. I have a coin pouch, and I've put some little flowers in those coin pouches there, so I thought that was rather nice. I've made another little pocket out of that wrapping paper, and in there I've got a vintage gift tag. So, and then we have another score paper on the back there that you can journal on as well. And these are all found while thrifting, those sorts of things, and I've had them for quite some time. Okay, and almost done. More trim here. I think that's the one from Crafty Me Shop. Yes, because it was a paler pink. That's the one from Crafty Me Shop. A little bit of ribbon here from Crafty Me Shop as well. And then at the top here we have one of those, see what I mean? They leave dirty marks. That's not my fault. Just another little journal spot there. Let's put that back up there. And that's the back page, and I've cut out some cross stitch on there. I think it's beautiful. And that's the other side of the collage for the cover. And that's the back there. And I hope you like it. I did remember to put my Cottage Crafts label on the back there. And that's what the journal looks like. And like I said, I will put the measurement and the amount of pages in the description box below, in case anybody's interested. Now to tie this, the way I'm tying it is I'm tying a bow, but instead of leaving it as a bow, I'm pulling that second one all the way through so it's nice and long, but gently, of course. So I will quickly flick through the other one now. So that one is the Belle Jardin. Now, I'm probably not saying that exactly right, but that's what it is. So I'll just pop that back in its bag. And the bag is made a little bit bigger also so that if you fill the journal up, it will still fit in the bag because there's plenty of room in there. Or you can use the bag for something totally different. So I will quickly go through this one. Same sort of thing on the bag. Same sort of thing on the cover. Just the flowers will be different. You know, like it's the same fabric, but a different part of the fabric. But everything else is the same. So just a quick flip this time so you can see. Flower, of course, the all the fussy cut flowers will be slightly different, but I did try and keep them very similar. So I won't take all these things out because they are the same as the other one. But just so you can see. Like that one has a different, it has a pink flower on it. I think the other one had a purple flower. Is that? Oh no, that's right. The same sort of thing there. And there, there, and there. Different flower. There. And there. And I think that image, oh no, I cut two of the same ones. I printed two. That's right, so they are the same image. I think the only difference is the stamps I stamped, like, the other one has that on this page and the flower on this page because I got it mixed up when I did the second one. But it's only those 2 pages that are just a little bit different. They're the same. I did try to keep them as much the same as possible because I just find, unless you're making just one, it's easier that way. Like, and that will be a different image on here as well. But still a very long image. So I kept similarities where I could. That's the same. Different image, but very similar. Same sort of thing there. It's the same. Slightly different little tag though. From the same paper line though, because it was just a scrap that I was working with. Same little book with all the little pages inside. What's that? That's got, let's count how many pages that one has. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 18, 36 pages in that little booklet. Another little thing there. The same sort of thing here. Slightly different gift tag, but, you know, vintage gift tag with flowers on it. That's what I was looking for, the flowers. And of course these little stamps will be slightly different down the stickers as well, because there was only one of each. So, and then that's the back of that one. Once again, the fussy cut flower will be different. So they are my journals. I'm so glad I finished them. It seems to have taken quite some time to make them, but you know what the recovery is like when you haven't been well. You think you're well, and then you can't do things quite as quickly just yet. Unfortunately, I want to, but I get tired. So I'm pleased that I've got them finished now, and their bags made. And I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and they will be for sale in my Etsy store when I put this video up as well, I'm hoping. So I hope everybody's been well, and like I said, I will put links to Crafty Me Shop in the description box below. I will put links to the paper cameo in the description box below, and I will also put link to Crafty Cottage Dreams, which is Shelley, who inspired me to make the covers of these journals. So thank you so much for watching, and please take care, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.